Hi and welcome back to Yoga Berry. So today I'm going to show you a couple of great shoulder stretches which are fantastic to relieve some of that shoulder tension in between the shoulder blades, but also maybe at the front of the shoulders just due to imbalances or just day-to-day life. Maybe you're sitting a lot at a desk or you're driving, having the arms forwards quite a lot. So for this practice today, you will need a yoga belt or some other belt that you might find around the house. And I'm using this meditation cushion and this little wedge here. But you will be able to adjust things with other props as well. So don't worry if you don't have any of these. So my name is Christine Berry. I'm a yoga teacher and I specialize in yoga for scoliosis. Feel free to join me over on Facebook. It's a fantastic group, Facebook group, Yoga for Scoliosis Community, which you're very welcome to join if you or one of your loved ones have scoliosis, or maybe if you're a yoga teacher wanting to teach some students who have scoliosis. If you enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up, leave me some comments. I always love to hear from you. So let's get started with our practice today. Good, so I'm going to sit on this meditation cushion. If you don't feel comfortable sitting on the floor, you can absolutely do this sitting on a chair. But I just wanted to show you how I adjust my sitting. So I'm actually bringing the cushion in between my feet. And then I have my knees about hip distance apart, sitting back on the meditation cushion, which is quite high, and this is fine for my knees. Sometimes I do like to sit cross-legged, but it brings its own imbalance into the lower body. So if I feel very out of balance, I prefer to use this one, which is called Virasana or hero pose. If your knees are not happy in this, then you might be better off just sitting in a chair. And I have a left lumbar scoliosis, so I always feel like I'm leaning a little bit more towards the left. This could also be the case if you've got a C shape, so mine is an S shape. But if you have a C-shape scoliosis towards the right, thoracolumbar curve, you might also feel that you maybe have a little bit more weight onto the left. There are no specific rules. I'm just giving you different pointers. What is really important is that you feel what's going on in your body. So maybe you feel like you have more weight into the right sitting bones. So for me, I feel like the left is grounding down, which is why I want to lift it up slightly. So this also helps to kind of lengthen the right side of the waist. I could also sit slightly over onto my cushion and then letting the right side drop a little bit more. However, that then brings some unhappiness into my knees. So for me, this is not appropriate. That's why I'm using that wedge underneath, just bringing it underneath the left sitting bones. Good, so from there we're going to just rotate, drawing some circles with the shoulders, kind of opening a little bit, mobilizing. And then the first stretch that we're going to do is eagle arms. So we're going to cross the right arm over the left, crossing at the elbow. Bend the elbows and then bring the hands together. And then from there, we're just going to move the elbows up and down a few times. So nice to get into that space in between the shoulder blades. Slowly release. And we'll do the other side. So left arm over the right, crossing at the elbows, bringing the hands together. And again, little movements with the elbows up and down. Good, and then slowly release. Good, so for the second part, we'll need our yoga belt. And we're going to bring it over the left shoulder. So I'm going to start with my right hand behind the back to begin with, because I know that my right shoulder at the front here is quite tight. I have a little bit of a rib hump on the right side from a right thoracic curve. That's why I'm starting on this side. So bringing the hand behind, and then I'm just holding on at the bottom of the yoga belt. I'm not trying to bring my hand up in between the shoulder blades. I'm just kind of loosely holding on to the belt. So from here I can just bring that right shoulder back a little bit more. And then lifting the left arm up towards the ceiling, bend at the elbow, and then holding onto the yoga belt from the other end. So the aim is not here to get the hands to touch, to get the fingertips together. That's not the aim here. The aim is to open the right shoulder at the front. And just by holding onto that belt, we're creating that little bit of resistance. You can even slightly move that elbow backwards, and you feel that that's quite a nice stretch at the front of the shoulder. Staying here for a few breaths, always breathing in and out through the nose. And then slowly release. Good, releasing the shoulders. And let's change sides. So going to bring the belt over to the other side. Bringing the left hand behind you, taking hold of the yoga belt. Again, the aim is not to bring it as high up as possible, just about the same level as the elbow. That's why I'm holding on, and I can really open through the left side of the shoulder here. Right arm reaching up and then bending at the elbow, taking hold of the belt. Good, so now this side is a little bit different for me because I have a right thoracic curve. The left side is a little bit compressed. So what I want to make sure of is that I'm not sinking into this left side, but I'm still lifting up from underneath the armpit. Good, and I'm still bringing that right shoulder blade back because that is my priority. Taking a few breaths. And then slowly release. Good. So I hope that you enjoyed this little practice. If you have scoliosis, if you're looking for a little bit more personalized advice on how to adjust your yoga practice, then I do offer one-to-one sessions, which I do via Zoom. So it's an online class that we can do. So feel free to get in touch if you're interested. If you have a right thoracic left lumbar curve, then I have a longer practice, which you're very, very welcome to try out, and I will leave the link in the comments below. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you very soon for the next video.